the verdict will be not guilty. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. This hoodie right here has sold out. Now, let me say this, because if you ordered this hoodie and you haven't gotten it, we had a issue at the warehouse with printing, so you are still going to get it. If you have an issue, you want to track it, email us. We'll give you your information, but just know you'll get the hoodie. It's just that so many of y'all bought these things that we had an issue trying to keep up with the sales at the warehouse. I mean, you're talking about crazy amount of people that got this hoodie. Now, with that being said, like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is what you need to know about Kyle Rittenhouse and this trial. A lot of people are misinformed, uninformed, ignorant to what's going on in this situation, especially those who think that he will not be found not guilty. There's no such thing as being found innocent. You are innocent until proven guilty. If you cannot be found guilty, then you are found not guilty, right? You remain innocent. You are not found innocent. Now, let me just say this off the jump. You know, the argument of the firearm misconduct or minor in possession of a firearm, that charge is off the table. That was not given in the jury instruction. So the jurors are not even considering that. The prosecution did an incredible job, in my opinion, articulating that Kyle Rittenhouse didn't just show up in Kenosha because he's a white supremacist and he want to tear it down and all this other stuff. You know, his father lived in Kenosha. I think he had a grandparent that lived in Kenosha. He worked in Kenosha. He also volunteered in Kenosha. So, I mean, he had a connection with Kenosha, and Kenosha is probably 20 minutes from where he lived. So it's not irrational for Kyle Rittenhouse to be there. So the argument that he shouldn't be there, that he was inappropriately there, is out of the loop. It's not in the argument. The accusations that he was a minor, he shouldn't have never had a gun, that's not even being argued. That was not given as a jury instruction. Now, the jury instructions are very simple, and the charges are very simple. You have intentional murder, you have negligence, and these things, and there's a few charges, there was 5 of them. But these are the simplest forms of it, you know, endangerment of other people. But the simplistic form of all of these charges can be summed up very simply. Was he justified in self-defense? So whether he murdered somebody, whether he endangered other people, whether he, you know, any level of conduct in these charges that were presented, none of them matter if he was defending himself. Now, I made another video that I articulate, and I read the entire law out to you. Was he defending himself? Very, very clearly, he was defending himself. He had a reason to be there. A reasonable person would believe that he had a reason to be there. He was charged by a nut job that was screaming, "Shoot me N-word," and attacking people and trying to set stuff on fire and pushing fiery dumpsters and out of control. The dude was out of control. Yet, he was chased by him. The guy threw a backpack at Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse, after pursuing, and in the state of Wisconsin, you don't have the duty to retreat. However, he fled, he ran, he was cornered. He got a bag thrown and hit him in the back. He turned in a life and death situation, pretty much, to make the decision, am I going to die or am I going to defend myself? And he turned around with his rifle, and Rosenbaum grabbed the gun and tried to take it from him, and he took some shots. Multiple shots in less than 3/4 of a second. So that's bang, 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 bang. That was it. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, 4 shots. One was fatal. He's down. People are chasing him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. He runs. He has no duty to retreat. He runs anyway. He flees. And then he falls. After exhausting every opportunity to flee a violent situation, he had reason to believe that his life was in danger. A guy tried to jump kick him. You jump on him, kick him in the head. He has a firearm. He bumps his head on the ground. He goes unconscious. Now he's a dead man. One guy tried to hit him with a skateboard. Skateboard hit the head, bust your head open, give you a concussion, knock you unconscious. You're a dead man. Another guy pulls a gun on Kyle Rittenhouse. He pulls his gun on you, shoots you in the head. You are rendered unconscious. You're a dead man. If he don't kill you with the first shot, you are rendered unconscious. They take your gun. You're a dead man. Being faced with those ailments, he had a right to defend himself. out of fear of serious bodily injury or death. It's very clear that Kyle Rittenhouse defended himself. And people are upset, and they want to only because of racism in America. And that's racism of people who are racist against white people. This is the new form of racism that we see in America today. If this was a black kid, nobody would be talking about this. He would be a hero standing up in the hood for his own community. But now, since he's white, he's a white supremacist terrorist. He had no business doing that. He just running around with an AR-15 shooting people. There was multiple people there with AR-15s, multiple, several. I think everybody that was on the side of protecting the businesses all had rifles. Why was he the only one that got shot? He's the only one that got attacked. They attacked him. He defended himself. And why people are even arguing about this is misinformation, ignorance, and flat out lying. They just flat out lying. You know, so I think it's invaluable and that you got this information. Like I said, I made a more thorough video. When they begin to read the verdict, I can almost guarantee, and I've been 100% correct on everything I've said, I can almost guarantee 100%, almost, that he will be acquitted. They are not going to find him guilty because of self-defense. Now, if there was no self-defense claim, he would be guilty on all charges. But because there is a self-defense claim, he will be considered not guilty. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.